Guys, the excitement is kicking in. Like, seriously, the excitement is kicking in. Finishing up this frame for Fabian. This one's staying local here in Oklahoma. But I got my frame in the shop. Just kind of mocked up the control arms. They're just sitting on there. But I got it in here. As soon as I get this out of here, I will be working on the frame, starting the assembly, and doing the reinforcements on it. Pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy to see all of my pieces starting to kind of come together like Legos. Since I got the other frame in there occupying the space, I'm gonna go ahead and start the assembly of my frame. Now, I went to the hardware store and bought the remaining hardware I need to mount the control arms, upper and lower, and the rear end. I also bought some lug nuts to mount the factory wheels. However, the rear end is out of a G-body. It's out of an 85 Cutlass, and the lug nuts are not the same. So the lug pattern, or not the lug pattern, but the lug thread pitch on the front and the back are going to be different. Now, I have been told G-body rear ends will bolt right up to the A-body frames, and I've also been told they will not. So I will have video proof and can confirm if the G-body rear end out of an 85 Cutlass will fit a 70 to 72 Monte Carlo frame. Got everything mocked up, everything fit. Of course, those are original Monte Carlo parts. But what I'm most excited about is the G-body rear end. Can confirm it does fit. Now, this stuff back here, I just had some 3-inch pipe I had laying around. I just tack welded it to the rear end. Of course, those will get a bracket made and the power balls and springs. But like I said before in the past videos, these are gonna get cut out. This is more than likely gonna get cut out because they sit on the bump stops. And I will be raising these so I can run this full stack spring. These are actually 2-inch drop springs for the front of the car for A-body cars, but I'm gonna put those in the rear because they're a little bit softer and they're full stack. So those will get raised. I will weld in a bar across here to mount the upper trailing arms to, but it does fit. I got my stock wheels back on them just for now until I wait for the rest of the wire wheels. But I'm so excited to see a rolling chassis. This is very exciting. I ended up taking the springs out just because they were sitting like a monster truck in the rear with the springs. They're just sitting on the bump stops for now. I wish I would have showed you a video of what they look like with the springs. The back of the frame is just way up in the air, so I just took them out for now. But these are gonna get raised because if you see right now, this is the problem I'm having right now with the car. Spring puck to axle, barely have any room. And then I have a power ball on that's about the size of that. So you can see how much spring I'm allowed to run. So once I raise these, I'll be able to go a lot lower. Now I'm not sure if, well, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to notch that frame, honestly. Allow the axle to go through, add like a mini C-notch. But you can see how much narrower the G-body rear end sits on here. I was almost like, man, are they even gonna clear? So I don't even know how it's gonna fit when I throw the wire wheels on there. So hopefully they clear, but it definitely is more narrow. So the skirt should definitely clear with that. I got the frame in here and I'm sitting here looking at it and I had an idea. I know I wanted to somehow integrate cantilever suspension in here, whether it be in the front or the rear. I do want to add shocks to it just to give me that extra ride quality. But I was thinking, why don't I do cantilever suspension in the rear? So completely eliminate the spring pockets, weld the bar across there with the tabs to mount the trailing arms, and do a coil over cylinder setup. Now I know they do those on the mini trucks and on the lowriders with leaf spring suspensions. So why don't I do cantilever hydraulics. I've never ever seen that done before on lowriders, and it'd be cool because I can have it poking out through the trunk so it'll still be displayed. It's a pretty warm day outside. I'm gonna go ahead and degrease the LS engine with some oven cleaner I got from the dollar store. So I'm just gonna go ahead and soak it and let it sit for a couple hours and power wash it and just completely do it over again. Hopefully I can get most of this crud and gunk off because it's pretty nasty. So now that the engine is somewhat cleaned up, I got a couple goodies in the mail over the last couple days. So I'm gonna slap that on now and get to show you guys. Ended up repositioning the turbos. This is probably how I'm gonna run them, just because it makes them look a little bit more symmetrical. I mean, they're still high up, kind of in your face. Have them turned down, so it should be pretty simple to run the intercooler piping. I'm guessing come out here, do a U, intercooler, same thing here, do a U and then up, and then have the top of the intercooler, the inlet right here, or I guess the exit right here, straight into the intake. So now that I got this kind of mocked together, the next step is getting motor mounts and an F-body oil pan to actually mock the motor into the frame, as well as start reinforcing the frame and cutting all this stuff off back here. So I'll probably save that one for the next video. Until then, I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about twin turbo lowrider. It's pretty cool, I think. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.